Today I'm making collards. Now, collards are a member of the family with kale and mustard greens and all that, so it looks similar. This is one of the smaller leaves. I thought it would be easier to show you what I do with it. You want to wash it really good because they tend to have sand and grit on it, sometimes bug stuff. So once you got them clean and somewhat dry, you want to look at the leaf and you'll see it's got a stem that's rather woody. I don't like that in my recipe, so I remove it. You can run it down with your fingers and strip it. However, I find this works better. Now, don't throw away the stem. It makes great broth. You can also use it as compost, or some people do eat the stems. For this recipe, I prefer not to use them, but I do not throw them away. I save them for, like I say, broth, various other things, compost. And then I roughly chop it. You can also tear them. Anyway, this is 2 bunches of collards from the store cut up with the stems removed. It looks like a lot, but I guarantee you when this is all cooked, it's going to really be a lot smaller. So, in my recipe, of course, the collards, I use butter, and I have seasonings, and I mix them ahead. It makes it easier. This is a large onion, medium to large in my book, and 1 medium to large carrot. I grated the carrot and chopped the onion. And you notice I don't have any ham hocks or anything here. For this recipe, I just basically keep it vegetarian because often I serve this with, say, turkey or other meats. However, you can add bacon, you can add whatever you want to it, smoked turkey, whatever you like. I cook it with broth or water. In this case, I may just use water because with all the seasonings, it's going to be flavorful enough. Now, if you do use broth, remember it often has salt in it, which will make a difference with your seasoning blend. This blend, however, I use 1 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon red pepper flakes, 1/4 teaspoon black pepper, and 1/2 teaspoon garlic powder. And I have to be honest with you, I often don't measure these. I know kind of by heart how much that is, but I wanted to give you an idea by seeing it about how much spice that is. And of course you can adjust this to your personal preference. If you don't like cracked red pepper, leave it out. That's no problem. But anyway, I'll show you the recipe. Be right back. Now that the butter's just about melted, we are going to add the onion and carrot. And just cook that a little bit in the butter till the onion becomes translucent and the carrot's kind of cooked and soft. And of course, this don't take too long. You want to keep it kind of moving because it don't take much to burn this stuff. Don't think it's going to be very good burnt. But you don't have to constantly be on it. You can just move it around. And I will be back when it's closer to ready to the next step. The onions are now translucent. The carrots are cooked and soft. And as you can see, they're really hot and spattering. So I'm going to add just enough. Oh, that might steam up the camera. Anyway, just enough liquid so that these don't burn and they kind of steam the collards as we add them. So let's make sure it's mixed. And now we got to add these kind of gradually because as you see, they fill up the pan really quick. They're not going to stay that way. And we can cover them, probably protect the camera a little better that way. Let's let them steam down a bit. And as they steam down, you can just keep adding more. What you don't want to happen is that liquid to cook dry because then everything will burn. The lid helps stop that, but it doesn't prevent it completely. You can see a leaf there starting to wilt. Speed it up a little bit. The setup's not real good for doing this, but I don't really have a nicer setup for demonstrating. I'm going to try to keep the steam off the camera, but if it is, I apologize. Yeah. Now before I get much further, I'm going to throw my seasonings in there. The steam has actually made the seasonings not want to come out. Let's get those down there. Things go a lot easier once they're all welded and down in the pan. I may not add the whole mess, just so I can keep the video a reasonable length. I might be able to get it all in there. Okay. I'm going to let this wilt down and cook down a bit and add a little liquid as needed, and I'll get back with you when they're a little more under control. See you in a moment. Oh, there we go again with the steam. As you can see, they have really gotten smaller in the pan. That's still the same amount of collards, but yeah. Anyway, I've not added any extra liquid than what I showed you because the lid on there kind of helped keep it from boiling dry. But it is a problem you do have to watch out for. Now these can be at like this, or you can cook them down more. We, demolish a pan like this pretty easily. Now, what do you serve with these? Well, I do cornbread, mashed potatoes, chicken. I actually had it at the Thanksgiving table this year with the turkey and all that. It went over really well. Anyhow, that's pretty much it, and I will show you the finished product at the end. I've turned it off. I'm going to let it cool just a little before I plate it up. That steam is wicked. Anyway, it's a very simple dish to make, and I hope you try it. You can always add things. You can take away things, make it your own recipe. Some people like to make it more creamy by adding either a puree of, say, what do they call them? Great Northern beans, which is good. Looks kind of weird to me, but it is actually good. Black-eyed peas, any of that. Anyway, let me get this done. See you later. Okay, we're going to put this in a serving bowl. And before I get too far ahead of myself, this bowl has a little bit of family history with it. It belonged to my great-grandmother. And I heard she brought it with her when she came to America. I don't know that for 100% fact. I have no way of tracing this bowl. I tried, wasn't very successful. Anyway, I thought it would be the perfect thing to show our cooked collards. And there you have it. Thank you for stopping by my kitchen. Have a nice evening.